Making the switch from being fully entrenched in patient care for 12 years to running the behind the scenes of a million moving parts of continuing education companies was definitely much harder than I anticipated. Having the structure and discipline to accomplish what I needed to get done each day compared to what I wanted to get done was like tackling a gigantic jigsaw puzzle. Once I set a framework in place and not a rigid schedule, it became much easier for me to accomplish what I needed to. Curious what a typical day looks like for me? It might surprise you that it's not as rigid or flexible as you think. Let's dive in. I'm Theresa Richard. I've been a medical speech pathologist for 15 years. I'm a board-certified specialist in swallowing and swallowing disorders. I'm the founder and CEO of the MedSLP Collective and MedSLP Education. Number 1, accomplish 3 to 5 critical tasks each day. Let's face it, not every day as a business owner in the healthcare field is a walk in the park, and sometimes it's just downright brutal. The number one thing I had to conquer in order to be the type of business owner I wanted to be, leading a large team with a lot of moving parts, was to control my own emotions, mental state, and discipline. Sometimes that means doing things that I don't want to do or things that are uncomfortable. It doesn't mean doing things that are out of alignment, but it does mean I have to be disciplined to accomplish small tasks each day. As cliche and mundane as that sounds. The small tasks add up to the big wins. I've had many different mentors that swear by this guideline for managing their business or their life. At the start of each day, or even the night before, write down 3 tasks that you must accomplish that day. Sometimes they are as quick and easy as sending an email, but it might be one I've been avoiding because it will open up a can of worms or lead to a lot more work. But these are the things that keep the business moving forward. It also might be things that I know the team is waiting on me to complete or approve, and I try not to be the bottleneck for them or get discouraged with my never-ending to-do list. Depending on the season, it might be 3 or it might be 5 tasks. If I complete those tasks for the day, I consider it a win. It can be extremely overwhelming as a business owner to start a million different projects or get down rabbit holes or prioritize things that really aren't that important. And this methodology helps to keep the main thing, and keep me focused on my overarching vision of improving education for medical SLPs so that they can get better outcomes for their patients. So my entire day really revolves around accomplishing these critical tasks for the day. Sure, I do have meetings and calls and other things to do, but my critical tasks always take priority. So if I have to move some things around to get them accomplished, to keep the business moving forward, then that is what I'll do. I'll be posting other videos just like this one that you won't want to miss, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Also, do you have any specific questions about being an SLP business owner? Leave a comment below and tell me about it. We'll be sure to get your questions answered as soon as possible. Number 2, I check in with the team and my assistant. After I prioritize what my critical tasks are and what chunks of time might be needed for them, I'll check in with my team and my assistant. I am so grateful for the team that we have because I would not be able to do what I do without them. They are incredibly self-sufficient and mission-driven and are very focused on keeping our core values at the forefront of our work. The main reason we check in frequently is because I want to be very mindful of their energy and mine. If we're overloaded or stressed out, then we aren't going to do our best work. If we have to take some things off each other's plates or shift things around, we'll do that. My assistant is most helpful at managing my energy and making sure that I don't have too many calls at once or doing too many interviews that require a lot of energy. And now that I think of it, she really should be called our energy manager. Now, as I'm saying all of this, I realize it might contradict with what I said in point number 1 about being disciplined and getting my 3 critical tasks done, no matter what, while also being mindful of my energy. But it's taken me a few years of trial and error to really figure this out. I know about what takes me the right amount of time. I know what I can manage on days that I have other high energy tasks. And I know what I can get done, and other days that I know the tasks are high stress or high energy, I make sure to schedule in walk breaks outside to recharge. It's definitely a work in progress, and I by no means have this all mastered, but I'm much, much better at doing less better now than I was trying to do all the things terribly. Number 3, set some work blocks. I do 2 1 to 2 hour work sprints each day. Now, after I identify my critical tasks, check in with the team, I set some pretty strict time blocks. There's a lot of really good research out there to support 90-minute work sprints, but depending on my day and time, they're anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. I try to be pretty strict and rigid about these time blocks, as in I put my phone in airplane mode, grab a cup of coffee, and sit down and get the thing done that needs to get done without any distractions. It's a very good day if I can string 2 of these work blocks together in a day with all of the other meetings, calls, and things I have going on. But I know that I have to do these distraction-free in order to accomplish what needs to get done. After a few years of really working myself into the ground, I've become very rigid and structured about my workouts and nutrition. I don't usually ever miss an outdoor walk or a gym session, and to be honest, those are my productivity hacks. Those are the stress relievers and mind clearers that I need to juggle all of the balls thrown my way in a given day. So as you can see, my days are not very rigid, but they are very structured and intentional. My cup needs to be full in order to pour into my team and other SLPs so that they can pour into their patients. I've got a free gift for you over at MedSLPcollective.com. You'll get instant access to our free MedSLP Collective clipboard kit. We also have a robust and vibrant community of SLPs and mentors to help you out with your toughest clinical cases. Head over to MedSLPcollective.com now to get your hands on this. The link will be in the description below.